All right, hey, Shalom Akim, giving all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachaha Kwadash, giving double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that have taught us this truth that are constantly willing well through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai. Shalom to the sincere brethren that are pushing this word wholeheartedly and truth and sincerity that are not wavering to the left nor to the right, but constantly staying on that straight and narrow, fighting for your crowns in these last days that we are truly living in. Shalom to the few sisters, the Akwaps out there. Shalom to the Israelite foreigners, those that may look like the other nations, but their seed line goes back into our forefathers, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Shalom unto you as well. All right, it's the brother Ira coming back with another lesson to local and edify and feed the lambs of the Lord. Okay, as you see on the screen, climate lockdowns coming to a city near you. All right. And everybody right now is in a state of folly. All right, they're thinking about celebrating Christmas or Christ Mass. All right, which when you break the word down, it means death of the anointed. Okay, it has nothing to do with Yahweh Shai. All right, the Savior that is going to deliver the elect of Israel. All right, in these last days. Okay, that we are living in. All right, he's going to bring about the end to Esau, Edom's kingdom. Okay, and World War III, all right, is brewing up, all right, more. The Charagma is being more heavily pushed, okay? But the rest of the world, when we're talking about the world of Cosmo, of our people, all right, their mind, all right, is solely, all right, in the ways of the world, okay? Which everybody else is going to get caught off guard, all right? Because 2023 is not going to be a light year. 2023 is going to be a hell of a year, all right? It's looking more and more like we could truly see Yahweh Shai during this year, all right? Because they're already preparing everything, all right, and have everything set up, and that's why I want to go into this article, because this article pretty much goes in of what they're doing out in the UK. Okay, they're already set it up. All right, so what's going on over there is going to make its way over here to America. All right. Matter of fact, before I get started, let me start with this scripture real fast. All right, in the book of First Thessalonians, 5th chapter. All right. This is First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse 1. It says, "But of the times and the seasons, brethren, ye have no need that I write unto you, for yourselves know perfectly that the day of the Lord so cometh as a thief in the night. For when they shall say peace and safety, then sudden destruction cometh upon them as travail upon a woman with child, and they shall not escape." Okay. All right, because we're going to enter into hellish times, and when those times come, the majority or the masses of the people, all right, they're going to get caught with their pants down, so to speak. All right, because why? They're eating and drinking like in the days of Lot, in the days of Noah. Okay. All right, and even though that the prophets are speaking, all right, that these days are upon us, okay, they're treating as if tomorrow is going to be the same as they're dwelling today, okay? Meaning, let's go over here to Isaiah 56 and 12, all right? It says, "Come ye, say they, I will fetch wine, and we will fill ourselves with strong drink, and tomorrow shall be as this day, and much more abundant." So they're in their mindset, all right, they're thinking that the next day, the next day, the next day is just going to be all normal days, okay? All right, and that's why the Lord said that we have to watch, okay? At least we get caught off guard or become unaware, all right, and get caught up, okay? Uh, when shit is hitting the fan, all right. Let's go to Luke 21 and 36. It says, you know what? I'm sorry. Forgive me, brethren. Let's go to Luke 21 and 32. It says, "Verily I say unto you, this generation shall not pass away till all be fulfilled. Heaven and earth shall pass away, but my words shall not pass away. And take heed to yourselves, lest at any time your hearts be overcharged with surfeiting, and drunkenness and cares of this life. All right, mind you, everybody's out traveling, everybody's out, on these roads doing last minute Christmas shopping. All right, they're trying to get together with the family. Okay, they're trying to come up with so-called New Year's resolutions. You know, which is a bunch of BS and nonsense. All right, our people's minds are totally in the wrong place. Okay, it says, and so that day come upon you unaware. For as a snare shall it come on all them that dwell on the face of the whole earth. All right, and a snare is something that catches. All right, a animal. All right, okay, so you're gonna get caught up out here. All right, not paying attention. Okay, it says, watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass and to stand before the Son of Man. All right. So let's read some of this article. Climate lockdowns coming to a city near you, which came out December 17, 2022. Um, And it says, recently a claim has gone viral about a decision by the Oxfordshire, England County Council to divide the city into sectors that can be traversed by walking in 15 minutes or less, and then restricted residents travel from one sector to others to no more than 100 days a year, except by special permits available by application and at a price. All right. Because according to the World Economic Forum, Esau has this mindset that he wants to do away with cars, okay, as you know it. They want to put everybody in um, this 500-meter long tall wall, all right, and everything's going to be so-called inconvenience. 5 minute total of walking time to get food, to go to work, to you name it. All right. Matter of fact, let me play some of this so you can see. This is what these devils envision. All right, to where they want to put all humanity into this dysfunctional, all right, wall. Okay.
For too long, humanity has existed within dysfunctional and polluted cities that ignore nature. Now, a revolution in civilization is taking place. Imagine a traditional city and consolidating its footprint, designing to protect and enhance nature. The line will be home to 9 million residents and will be built with a footprint of just 34 square kilometers. And we are designing it to provide a healthier, more sustainable quality of life. The line's communities are organized in 3 dimensions. Residents have access to all their daily needs within 5-minute walk neighborhoods. And the line's infrastructure makes it possible to travel end to end in 20 minutes with no need for cars, resulting in 0 carbon emissions. By leveraging AI technology, services are autonomous, saving you time and effort. Designed by world-leading architects, the line is 500 meters tall, 200 meters wide, 170 kilometers long, and housed within an elegant mirror glass facade. Intelligent solutions create efficiency and year-round temperate microclimate with natural ventilation. Energy and water supplies are 100% renewable. The line is designed as a series of unique communities, offering a wealth of amenities, providing equitable views and immediate access to the surrounding nature. With 40% of the world accessible within 6 hours, at the heart of the globe's key trade routes, a place for commerce and communities to thrive like nothing on earth seen before. The line.
All right, and all that is capital BS. All right, you know, because it's no way that people gonna live in a damn wall. All right, so close to each other. Okay, it doesn't make sense. All right, but this is what Esau envisions. All right, that's why they're not even calling it uh the regular term for the lockdown. All right, they're calling it now the climate lockdown. All right, zero carbon emissions. Okay, that's what they're trying to control, but it's bigger than that. All right, now let me play this other video right here because he's going to show you how they got it set up for the Oxfordshire, England county. He's going to pretty much show you in this little small little clip. I'm not going to play the whole thing. It's 29 minutes, Lord willing. I'll just put it in the description box below, and then brothers and a few sisters could watch it on your own time. Okay, but they bring out some information that's pretty much dealing with this whole climate lockdown. All right, and inner city border checkpoints. Okay.
The city will be split into 6 districts, and you'll be welcome to Oxford, England, like watching a dystopian future just manifest in front of their very, very eyes as we look at this quote. Welcome to Oxford, England, the first city in the world to limit freedom of movement for citizens in their cars that I'm aware of. The city will be split into 6 districts, and you'll be allowed to drive into another district 100 days a year. How long before it's only 50 days? As you see a little barricade come up, and the wording here says the start of the UK's Berlin Wall is being constructed. Most people have no idea what a terrifying threat these benign-looking roadblocks in Oxford are to their immediate future and the lives of future generations. Our freedom of movement will soon be a thing of the past. And I mean, understand this. This is Oxford. This is one city that is being divided up into different segments. One city that you're not going to be able to pass from one side of town into another without a checkpoint.
Right, and does not the prophecy speak on these things? Okay, which we sound like a broken record, but see the words that we speak and everything that is coming out. Okay, all this information, it all adds up. It lines up. Okay, matter of fact, let's get it. Let's go over here to the book of Second Esdras. Okay, the 15th chapter. All right. Let's go over here to second chapter 15. All right, because we've been speaking about that it was going to be another lockdown, but this lockdown was going to be far worse, okay, than the first one. All right. So Esau had his time to do his calculations. All right, gather all his data. Okay, and this time he believes that he's going to have this lockdown more accurate on point. Okay. All right, but all this is the Lord's plan, all right, in order to bring forth chaos in these streets, okay, and then to bring forth Jacob's trouble, all right, to bring forth the hour of temptation, okay, all right, and then to also show forth his power towards, all right, his elect, all right, because he's going to manifest things for his chosen that um are going to cause those to believe, all right, that have a doubt in mind, all right, you know, which is going to be by the forms of spiritual powers. Okay, these things are going to take place. Where is it at? I maybe passed it. Here it is. This is Second chapter 15. Let's start at verse 14. All right. Woe to the world and them that dwell therein, for the sword and the destruction draweth nigh, and one people shall stand up and fight against another, and swords in their hands. All right. So it's going to be civil unrest. All right. America's divided as we speak. Okay. All right. People are on the edge. People are stressed out. They can't feed themselves. All right. They're barely even making enough money to even get to the job. All right. Even these app-based jobs, all right, they're being cut down on the money that they was even making, okay, and they're even suffering, all right. But people are still doing them because it's a means to still make some money out here, all right. But pretty much all these different jobs and everything as you once knew is getting ready to change, all right. And this is what we're seeing. All right. That's why we're saying 2023 is going to be a hell of a year, man. All right. Things are rough now. it's only going to intensify and get even that much worse. Okay. It says, for there shall be sedition among men and invading one another. They shall not regard their kings nor princes, and the courses of their actions shall stand in their power. All right. So people going to even want to rise up against the government. All right. And pretty much, I have another video pretty much queued up. What is her name? Forget her name right now. Mariah Z. Okay, she pretty much brings out some information on how the government pretty much through psyops they play with the people's emotions, showing you all this miscalculated um, um, pseudoscience. All right, and the numbers weren't adding up, and these were all just to get the people, all right, to actually not believe in the government, okay, and then to get the people to believe in the government. So they playing pretty much both sides, you know. But we understand what Esau is doing, all right, according to how he programs people through the media and how he controls and sets different narratives, all right, all for their evil agendas, man. All right, because Esau has an agenda, all right. He wants total control, he wants domination, he wants to try to rule the world, okay. All right. He thinks that he's gonna destroy the current way, all right, which is to demolition style, bring it down. And then he thinks that he's going to cause the chaos and then come with a solution, all right, in order to so-called bring the peace, all right, which is going to force everybody to run down and then accept, all right, that charagma that, majority of you people are going to accept, man, all right. And that's why we're earnestly watching, all right, and praying to Yahweh Shema Shai that he has mercy on us, man, all right, because see, when all hell hits the fan and things is hard out here, all right, to where there ain't no relief, there ain't no help, okay? See, our trust is going to have to be solely in Yahweh Shema Shai, all right, not in men, okay? All right, we're going to have to believe that Yahweh Shema Shai is going to reward us, all right, and be with us, all right, for our work's sake, all right, and that's what the Lord says. He said he's not going to unrighteous to forget you for your work's sake and your labors of love that you have shown towards his name's sake, okay? You know, but the rest of the world, they're going to just go out of fear and desperation. They're going to line up thinking that the Edomite is going to be their salvation, man. All right. And they're going to be totally wrong. All right. That's why the book of Isaiah, the 30th chapter says, woe unto you that run down to Pharaoh for help. Okay. Because that's not what you tribe should be running down to. But I digress. Let me keep going. All right. Verse 17. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. All right. See, that's what that man was talking about. A man shall desire to go into a city and shall not be able. Because right now they're causing restrictions. All right. And pretty much, matter of fact, let me go over here because she pretty much goes into it. She brought an example about how what they was doing it in Australia. All right. Certain people couldn't even go a certain amount of distance, okay, because of the whole uh Jabberwocky lockdowns, okay? But let's play some of
The
this.
lockdowns were a conditioning tool for the coming climate change lockdowns. This is going to be a permanent state of life. The smart cities that they are implementing and the rules that they're implementing right now, like what Alex just mentioned, not being able to leave past a 15-minute boundary. If you recall, the first time that I came on InfoWars and hosted the Alex Jones show, I showed you the maps out of Australia that show you where the boundaries are, where you're not meant to leave, and they call them districts, just like the Hunger Games. The people in the capital determining where the peasants can and can't go and not being able to leave their district and dehumanizing people so much so to the point where they give the district a number rather than even a name. And this is where we're heading. And this is what climate change, the climate change agenda is about. It is their new religion. It is going to be weaponized against the people to control every single aspect of their lives.
Boom. All right. Which also another movie which is good is Snowpiercer. All right, that's another good movie. All right, where they separate the poor and the rich. All right, and when you watch that movie, all right, because they're all in the train. It's a train setting. All right, the rich had all the luxury, had everything, the fruits, the vegetables, the club scenery. All right, they was living good in them higher levels of those carts, but in the back of the cart, you had the poor, and they was back there eating roach bars. Not knowing what those protein bars were, you know, really made of. All right, that's another movie that kind of depicts on how this man wants to actually do things. All right, which this man is effing crazy. All right, Esau is effing crazy. All right, and that's why the Lord got to put this man to an end, man. All right, because the way he thinks how he wants to run the world is insane. All right, that's why the scriptures say the Lord is speeding the time for the elect sake. At least there be no flesh be saved, man. All right, this devil truly has to be stopped, and he has to go. All right. Verse 18. Let's go back to 2nd Ezra 15 and 18. It says, "For because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid." All right. "A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy the houses with the sword and spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation." All right. So the Lord is ultimately going to bring all these things. Okay. All right. And majority of the people that are not paying attention, all right, they're going to get hit hard. All right. They're going to get hit hard, all right, to the max. Okay. They ain't going to be able to do nothing about it. All right. They're going to have to deal with. That's why the scripture said that there's going to be what? Welling in the streets. The vineyard is going to cease. All right. All type of scenarios are going to take place, all right, out here in these streets, man. All right. And all this information, all right, and what's going on in the news is all connected to prophecy. All right. That's why we watch so diligently, so that way we could bring out everything that correlates with the scriptures. Okay, because the scriptures is how you're going to let me get it real fast. How you going to measure the times? How you going to understand what time you're in? All right, that's one thing that Jake doesn't realize. What time are you in? All right, Jake lost in effing la la land, man. All right, you know. But it's all right though, because the Lord only got a small chosen few, all right, that are going to take heed to his words. But this is 2 Ezra 9 and 1. It says, "He answered me then and said, Measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made." All right. And we see Yahweh Shema Shai visiting the world. All right. He about to let those winds go. Okay. It says, "Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world," which I believe Los Angeles, if I'm not mistaken, just had like a 6 point something, all right, which killed a couple people, all right, and sent a few to the hospital. Okay. But you have earthquakes that go on all over the world. Okay. Um, verse 4 says, "Then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and the end is manifest." All right, so this is what we're seeing. We're seeing the end be made manifest. All right, we're seeing the end of an empire be made manifest. All right, so all these different events that are taking place is all due to the Lord bringing this man's kingdom down. All right, dealing with the Edomites. All right, this man's kingdom is going down. All right, and this is ultimately what we're praying for. We're praying to Yahweh Shema Shai that this kingdom goes down. All right, because we want to be raised back up into our right state, and we want the world to be flourishing with righteousness in it, man. All right, because we live in a corrupt and wicked world. What is going on, Slakia? Let me go to the book of Sirach, chapter, what is it, 39? Sirach, chapter 39, verse 1. It says, "But he that giveth his mind to the law of the Most High and is occupied in the meditation thereof will seek out the wisdom of all the ancient and be occupied in prophecies." All right. You see, this is what we're supposed to be occupied. We're supposed to be occupied in the prophecies. All right. Because what the prophecies is speaking. All right. Did not the Lord say, let's go over here to the book of Revelation real fast. Revelation, the first chapter. All right, Revelation. All right, Revelation 1 and 1. It says, "The revelation of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, which the Most High gave unto him to show unto his servant things which must shortly come to pass. And he sent and signified it by his angel unto his servant John, who bear record of the word of the Most High and of the testimony of Yahweh Shai Mashiach, and of all things that he saw. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy, and keep those things which are written therein, for the time is at hand. You see, so the time is at hand. All right, we getting close. All right, to shit changing. All right, everything that we've been speaking about is going to happen. Okay, all right, and you know the Lord, He's going to withdraw, all right, His mouthpiece from even speaking these words. Okay, because the word is going forth. All right, the word is being sent out. Okay, matter of fact, let's go over here to the book of what is it? Let me see. Is it Matthew's? I think it's Matthew chapter 24, if I'm not mistaken. Matthew's 24. Let's try 12. Let me see. All right. No, it's not it. Oh, here it is. Matthew chapter 24, verse 14. It says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come." You see, so we're in that time period where this word is being preached throughout the whole world. Okay. All right. And now we're seeing the end be made manifest right in front of our very eyes. Okay. All right, because see, when these events are in full effect, all right, we're not gonna be out here in these streets. All right, you know, the Lord is going to hide His men. All right, the job is done. Okay, that's why the scriptures say, "Seek ye the Lord, why He may be found." Okay, all right, you're supposed to seek the Lord in the days of your youth before the evil days come not. Okay, but let's go back into this article a little bit and read some more of it. It says, the actual fact of the plan are frankly difficult to ascertain. The council has placed a formal document about it online. The document is nearly impenetrable. No wonder reports are highly conflicting, and I'm pleased to say generally exaggerated. There are, in fact, some problems with the plan, but some reports misrepresented. The website joannovia.com.au, generally a reliable site about climate change related science, ran a piece headline, "Climate Lockdowns Coming. You will be tracked in your suburbs and happy about it." I guess there's another website you could go to, uh, what's up, with that.com. Another site that runs lots of reliable information about climate science, ran a piece by Eric Worrell quoting Novia's report at length. Those sources said the plan would lock residents into one of 6 zones to save the planet. All right. So you ask yourself, how? How is you locking people up into these zones going to save the planet? All right. When the earth can never be overly populated. Okay. It's impossible. Okay. Literally. All right, because the Most High put everything in within the blueprint for it to be a perfect balance. The right amount of people, the right amount of land, the right amount of water, all right, for the animals, the trees, all right, for life dwelling on earth, etc. Okay. So how is this going to save the planet? All right. Really, how the planet is going to be saved is by you Edomites being taken out of power. That's how the planet is going to be saved. Okay, because you destroying it. Ever since you came into power, all right, the earth is mourning. All right, pursuant to the book of Isaiah, the 24th chapter. Let me get that real fast. All right, Isaiah 24. The earth is mourning because of you. All right, you transgress against the laws. All right, and you're doing totally opposite of what the Lord said to do. Okay, all right, because had you followed the land Sabbath and followed the laws of Yahweh Shema Shai, the earth will flourish. The earth is supposed to be a beautiful place. All right, the Garden of Eden. Okay, let me go to Isaiah 24. Um, and let me start at verse 4. It says, "The earth mourneth and fadeth away, the world languishes and fadeth away. The haughty people of the earth do languish. The earth also is defiled under the inhabitants thereof, because they have transgressed the laws, changed the ordinance, broken the everlasting covenant." You see, this is why the earth is out of wax right now. All right, and it's all due to the Edomite man. All right, the Edomite man is really the destroying. All right, this beautiful planet that the earth, I'm sorry, that the Lord created for us to dwell in. All right, you know, um, it says from global warming, adding that this latest stage in the 15-minute city agenda would place electronic gates on key roads in and out of the city, confining residents to their own neighborhoods. Residents would need permission from the council for more travel within the city. Now, there really is such a thing as a 15-minute city. It's insane, all right? You can't even in California it takes 30 minutes to get to a city, all right, or an hour to get to another city, all right. In certain states you can drive to different states with within an hour or two, probably shorter than that, but this right here is insane right here, all right, how this man has this concept. Okay. um it says as a residential urban concept aimed at making it so most daily necessities can be accomplished by either walking or cycling from residents' homes. All right, so that's that what I played in the beginning, that city line. All right, that smart AI city line that they uh got the Saudi Arabians, all right, trying to build, which that's all Esau. Okay, all right. This is why we say that Yahweh Shai got to come back, man. Because when you read this, it just doesn't make any sense, man. It's like, what? Let's keep reading. Let me read some more of this. It says, but is that what's really up in Oxford, England, home of the venerable Oxford University? As an aside, it's not coincidental that this arises in a town dominated by a university. Academia tends to be about as far removed from the real world and its practical problems as can be imagined. I speak from experience. I was 25 years as a student, kindergarten through PhD, and 16 as a professor. Um, Yada, yada, yada. Let me skip that. It says, um, is a plan that will limit drivers between 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. to 100 trips per year through traffic filters, not gates, electronic or otherwise, but license plate recognition cameras between their own 15-minute sectors and neighborhood sectors. But the sectors are defined not by 15 minutes walk distance, about 6/10 of a mile to a full mile, but by 15 minutes driving distance, about 7.5 miles, assuming an average of 30 miles per hour. What? Wow. Um, which they also show this in another movie, In Time with Justin Timberlake. You would have to you were confined by your status, depending on how much time you had. All right, which that movie, Watching in the Truth, is an actual spiritual movie. Okay, because it shows you the how they want to put the impoverished people at the bottom, and then it shows how they have it specifically designed that they raise the interest rates, all right, and the prices, so that way the poor people could continuously keep dying, so that the rich could keep getting richer. All right, they could keep suffering. Okay, but then the movie goes on that Justin Timberlake, he's able to acquire you know a substantial amount of time to where he can travel through the different gates. Okay, and they got it set up to where unless you're of that elite status, you can't really get to those gates. So Esau really imagines, all right, and we in the times where more and more of this is being talked about. This just sounds like something from like a sci-fi movie, but all right, this is what this man is trying to bring to pass. All right, but I'm gonna pretty much leave it at that, because I already hit the point. It's a long article, so let's go over here to the book of Isaiah, the 24th chapter again. All right, because there's some scriptures in here that I want to bring out as well. I'm gonna start at verse 7, jump down to verse 7. Isaiah 24:7 says, the new wine mourneth, the vine languish, all the merry hearted do sigh. The mirth of tabrets ceaseth, the noise of them that rejoiceth endeth. The joy of the harp cease. They shall not drink wine with a song. Strong drink shall be bitter to them that drink it. The city of confusion is broken down. Okay. And ultimately, this is how America is going to end. All right. America is going to be broken down. All right. Um, People are going to be locked in. People are going to be locked out. All right. People are going to try to escape, run to the mountains. All right. People ain't going to be able to see their families. All right. It's going to be military troops out in these streets, either detaining and put into the firing squad or taken straight to a Q zone. All right. Why um, pestilence and people starving. All right. Due to the lack of food. All right. That is going to be very scarce. Okay. It says every house is shut up that no man may come in. You see, every house is shut up that no man may come in. It says there is crying for wine in the streets. All joy is darkened. The mirth of the land is gone. All right. And this is what's going to catch everybody off guard. Because even if you do have a drink, you have some type of liquor um storage, stored up at your crib or whatever where you stuck at, people are going to drink that in a the most bitterest of mind. All right, trying to escape from the heavy reality that's going to be right in front of their face. All right, but it's not going to be like no. You get nice and you pass out and you wake up and then everything's going to be fine like it was just a dream. No, it's just going to be constant hell. All right, back to back. All right, until Yahushua returns, man. Okay, it's going to be hell. All right, and that's why we say you won't you the only choice or the only preparation that you can make is really by getting right by Yahweh by Shema Shai, man. All right, because when you hear about these things and you read the scriptures, all right, there ain't no hope for anybody that's outside of the Lord's mercies. All right, speaking to our people, man. It says, "In the city is left desolation, and the gate is smitten with destruction." All right. Let me go over here. Let me see. Scarcely, scarcely, scarce saved. Okay. Here it is. This is first. Oh, yep. Here it is. This is First Peter chapter 4, verse 17. For the time has come that judgment must begin at the house of the Most High. And if it is first begin at us, what shall the end be of them that obey not the gospel of Yahweh by Shema Shai? You see, what's going to be the end of those that do not obey the gospel? All right. If the Lord's going to bring judgment upon his people, all right. That's why we through the terror of the Lord we persuade men, all right. You know, because only Yahweh by Shema Shai has the power to deliver all of us from death. Okay. The Lord said, I will have mercy on whom I will have mercy on. I will have compassion on whom I will have compassion on. All right. And that's only going to be of the Lord's chosen. All right. That's why the brethren, all right, and a little bit amount of sister are striving to please Yahweh by Shema Shai by doing what he commanded. Okay. First Peter 4:18. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinners appear? All right. um, Wherefore let them that suffer according to the will of the Most High commit the keeps of their souls to him in well doing as unto a faithful creator. All right, and that's our job to continuously do what we gotta do according to the will of Yahweh by Shema Shai. All right, and in return, the Lord can have mercy on us. All right. Which he will. He will have mercy upon his elect. Okay, matter of fact, let me go back to Thessalonians, okay, because that's a good one that I'm thinking about right there. That's First Thessalonians 5. First Thessalonians chapter 5, verse let's start at verse 5. It says, "Ye are all the children of light and the children of the day. We are not of the night nor of darkness. Therefore let us not sleep as do others, but let us watch and be sober." Okay. For they that sleep, sleep in the night, and they that be drunken are drunken in the night. But let us who are of the day be sober, putting on the breastplate of faith and love, and for an helmet, the hope of salvation. All right. Because see, when we're in the day, you can see everything clearly. All right. But those that are in night, they can't see what the hell is going on. All right. They're staggering. All right. They off that taco vodka. Okay. All right. And then boom, when everything happened, all right, they gonna be hopeless out here. All right. That's why we have to continuously, as the scriptures say, be circumspect, knowing that the evil days are coming. All right, so we could watch. All right, so we will be caught off guard. All right, it says, let me go to verse 9. For the Most High have not appointed us to wrath, but to obtain salvation by our Lord Yahweh Shai Mashiach. Okay, who died for us, that whether we wake or sleep, we should live together with him. All right. And only those that are chosen when he comes are going to be able to be beamed up into those ships. All right. Um, to pretty much reign with him. All right. It says, wherefore comfort yourself together and edify one another, even also ye do, as also ye do. All right. So, pretty much I just want to just speak a little bit on this, climate lockdown. All right. And show you that they're pretty much preparing it out there in England. All right. Oxfordshire. And, this is going to most definitely come to America. Okay. So we're drawing close to those times. We got to stay prayed up to Yahweh Shema Shai. All right. The scriptures say, who shall rise up in a day against the evildoer. All right. And that's Yahweh Shema Shai. He's going to stand for us. All right. He's going to deliver us. He's going to protect us. All right. In those trying times. Okay. And that's where our hope relies in. Pretty much you could say you bidding all in for Yahweh Shema Shai to save us. All right. To deliver us. All right. And trusting in the Lord. All right. That's going to be your cash out. Okay. So that's why our treasures is in the heavens. All right. So we got to just keep building, keep working for the Lord, and then the Lord is going to reward us. All right. As we do it rightfully. Okay. So, Lord willing, you're edified. I want to give all praise and glory to Yahweh by Shema Shai, double honors to the apostles, the elders, of great millstone, and salutations to all members of the elect. And with that, I want to say shalom.